Hello again. It's been a while. Some of you already know and some of you don't, but I've recently quit my job. In fact, it's been 1 week since I quit my job, basically. So, and I'm finally, after doing a bunch of cleaning and everything, I'm finally ready to try to start doing stuff like this again. So here we are. However, sadly, my stupid self started recording this again and forgot to make sure my camera was on the correct side because I was on the other side of the screen and I was covering up the characters. I know there's a way to do this where I can record the camera and the gameplay separately, but I don't feel like doing that right now. So, yeah. Anyway, also there's a jump scare coming up that I already know about. Sadly, I wish I'll probably put it in real quick to show you it, but when the moment comes up, but whatever.
Are you okay? Shit! The hell was that? What the hell was that? I don't...
Did that all just happen? Well, Holly, look what you did. This is what you wanted. For things to be different. Isn't that right?
And so, as she crossed the softwood bridge, Kylie whispered a goodbye under her breath. At the very least, I've got one heck of a story to tell Folly once I return to the orphanage. I'm sure she's missed me. Kylie, she had a skip in her step and a smile on her face, knowing the forest was not so dark after all. Not in the slightest. The end.
Wait, that's it? But she's coming back to Witchwood, right? What about the Bright Queen? She's still alive. I'm sure of it. Also, what gives? Farley was only in the first chapter. She better have a bigger part in the next book. Huh? Holly? Are you crying?
What? No, I'm not.
Aww, you liked it.
Shut up!
I'm glad I was right. I knew you'd like it.
Jesus. That actually got me. How did this go again? This place. This room. I was never comfortable here. But moments like these. Is this what home feels like? No rules, no shouting, no pressure to be someone else. To be anyone other than me.
Holly, are you okay?
You've always been happy here, Holly.
Yeah, that's right.
Remember what you told her?
I think so. It was just so good! Oh my god, and the last part! Archwitch Elaine was the Bright Queen the whole time! My mind was blown!
Oh, and the ghost of her parents coming up at the end to teach her the wishing spell?
Yeah, and Perdita using time magic? And when Cyrene came in the end to help out? So good! We've got to get our hands on the next book. Oh, and I've also got to get one of those spell keys. I saw some at the bookstore the other day. Every proper witch has to have one.
Mom's never gonna let us buy it, though.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Mom was just complaining about this the other day. A movie that's going to send more children to hell, and how we shouldn't watch it because it's spreading the devil's message.
Ollie, is it going to be like this forever?
Maybe one day, when we're old enough.
By then, we'd be too old for this stuff.
I had a little mini rant when I first was recording this about this. People wonder why people my age, I'm 37, or some people are even older than me, that are still gaming, they're watching anime, they're collecting anime figures. Like why are you doing this? Shouldn't you be too old for this? And it's stuff like this is why. Like I can't say was in a family as this religious and this restrictive in what we could do, but you know, some people grew up poor, some people grew up in religious homes and they couldn't do all the things they wanted to do, and now that they're free, they finally get to do all the things they wanted to do, and they're making up for lost time.
Yeah. Kylie's a pretty lucky girl, isn't she? Getting taken away to Witchwood, having her whole life turned around. I keep wishing that any day now, someone would come knocking, show up at her front door, hand me my very own spell key, and I'd go off on a magical adventure somewhere far away. Far from all this.
It's even if it's scary or dangerous, I don't care. I take it all, first chance I got.
You'll take me with you, right? I won't end up like Farley, left alone while her sister goes out on an adventure.
Of course not. You'll be with me every step of the way.
I've got an idea.
What are you doing?
Give me a second. And if I just tape this here... Aha! Check it out! Forged by the changelings from Hay Spider Silk and imbued with the breath of spring. I know it's not much, but at least it's something to call our own while we wait for something amazing to happen.
The twist of a key, a heartfelt secret, and a little push. That's all it takes to get to Witchwood. Well, in the words of the Fey Prince, trouble always finds a way. Give me a second. Aha! Here we go.
Ooh, what's that?
Well, for now it's just a simple box. But all the things that we want, all the things that they'll never let us keep, we can put it all in here. Then we hide it, somewhere Mom will never find it.
Really?
Yeah, we just need a good hiding place. Bit by bit, we'll build a collection of our own. And it all starts with this spell key.
I'd like that.
But until then, for my first spell, I cast upon you the Bitter Bloom Curse.
What? Hey! No tickling. No, stop. Please. I can't breathe.
Another day, another crack to fill.
Another layer of paint to cover up all the stains and flaws.
Till it's just right.
Dearest Heavenly Father, I had the most curious dream last night. I dreamt of her, Mother Idola. Sorry, I can't remember how to pronounce that. You were in this very room and all the seats were filled with my sisters. She was saying something very important, but her words slipped through like air, and before I knew it, it turned into a song. And there we all were, singing. Our voices rang through the hallways like a choir of angels. Just like the old days.
Oh, Heavenly Father, many a saint has heard your voice through their dreams, which makes me wonder, what could it all mean?
I'll go with this one.
Yes, that's it. A reminder. Things were so different back then. The girls never talked back. People had principles. And I had a family. And what of things now? We're lucky we even have 2 girls this summer. And even then, how's that all working out? No. Remember her lessons, Adira. Do not think like that. You must not be distracted.
It's all up to you.
We're improving day by day. Change will not happen in an instant. And it's all up to me.
Still, it was a nice dream, wasn't it? Just a dream.
Another day is ahead of us. Best get started.
Oh no. Oh no.
Psst. Holly.
Such a nice dream. Don't want to wake up just yet.
Not now, Liana. What? Who the hell's Liana? Wake up.
No. This can't happen.
Did you hear that? Huh? That sounded like Adira. I'm going down to check it out. I'll go with you. Sure. Hey. About what happened last night. Never mind. Maybe later.
Such different sounding footsteps.
No.
But the statues always looking like they were wrapped up. Are they wrapped up or are they built to look like they're wrapped up? I don't remember this. It's coming from the room last night.
Look at you now. She sculpted this herself. Hand painted,
Is that the one we
I
broke?
believe. Oh, she loved this one so very much. Viv, I'm sorry. So sorry.
Sister Adira?
Ah, good. Sister Annalyn, I need you to... Oh, you. Yes, of course. You two. Forgive me. I seem to have lost track of time. My mind, it wanders sometimes.
Is everything okay?
Of course not. Just look at this. Broken and shattered. How? How did this happen?
It wasn't me. It really wasn't. I just fell. It just fell on its own.
Sister Adira, will you see?
What do I even tell her? Do I tell her what we saw? Where would I even begin? Okay, if I remember right, choices don't really seem to matter much in this game, but what truth, though, here? Are we telling the truth of the weird things we saw, or just, I don't know. I'm gonna tell the truth. I don't know if we will, though. Like she'd ever believe me. But I should at least try. Maybe break it to her gently.
Will you see?
There's something very wrong with this place. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I think this place is haunted.
Well, so much for that.
And I know how stupid that sounds, but look, you need to believe us. We went down here last night and the statues, they were moving.
Excuse me?
You can ask Holly. I swear I'm not making this up. Holly, tell her.
Here's the
Holly?
option.
Is this true?
Let us be truthful. Don't chicken out, Holly.
Yes.
Thank you.
What did you see? Details. I need to know the details.
Well, we also heard chanting.
What kind of chanting?
Like prayers. Everywhere. Like it was coming from the convent itself.
What do you know, Adira?
Now, here's the part where I'm really, really hoping you've got a logical explanation for what we just saw. Anything to just explain what we saw the other night.
Interesting. Very interesting. And the angel said to her, "Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God." Luke 1:30.
Sister Adira, what are you?
What you have just described to me fits many of the miracles we've recorded throughout history. Concrete statues, their lips moving as if in prayer. Accounts of the Virgin Mary weeping tears of blood. Perhaps you are hearing the calling. Though still, we can't be too sure.
Excuse me? What we saw? It definitely wasn't a miracle.
And you believe yourself to be an expert on that matter, Gabriella?
Well, no, but...
Haunted was the word I believe you used?
I mean, can you blame her?
Oh, dear child. There's no such things as ghosts.
No such thing as ghosts. Yet you believe in a... Actually, does the Catholic religion believe in the Holy Ghost? I don't even know. But... you believe in a God, but you don't believe in ghosts.
When we pass, our souls go to one of two places, heaven or hell.
Don't Catholics also believe in purgatory? Isn't there an in-between?
And from what you've told me, we just might be fortunate enough to find ourselves in the presence of angels.
That can't be true. Could it?
Wow. Just... wow. There's no changing your mind, is there?
Well, in the coming days, hopefully I can change yours. There are records and books on this matter. Right here in this very room, if I'm not mistaken. Though it seems I have let this place go. Well, no matter. I have 2 able-bodied young women with me.
So you're going to make us work.
Yes. Yes, that is something we can do.
Weird how she kind of answered me there.
A good first step. Starting today, I'd like you to assist me with fixing up this convent, starting with this room. Outside, to the left down the hallway, is a closet. Get us some mops and brooms.
Whatever.
As for my dear Teresa here, I shall pick up the pieces. This will take weeks of work. But if what she said is true, then this all better be fixed by the time... That's all right. It's all right, Adira. This is another reminder. Her reminder. Yes. Yes, I will do it then. I'll put you back together, so she can see the fruits of my labor. And it will all be perfect. Not a single crack. Almost like it never happened.
Sister Adira?
And we'll let her be.
Just be on my way, sister.
Oh, whatever happened to your little friend? We tried, and we pried until his horn was all but gone.
What's this about I'm pulling someone's horn? Hello?
But it wasn't enough, was it? You cried, but we still did it. Because we cared for you. We needed to try. We needed to make sure the horns were all gone.
Holly, I could really use a hand here.
Yeah, sure. Coming.
Careful. Careful now. You don't want to drop that. Put it right over there.
Phew, that's the last of it.
There you go. Oh, just look at that. Looking better already.
Sure, whatever you say.
Sister Adira? If we're gonna mop this side, I think we're gonna need to move some of the tables over here.
Yes. Move them to the sides. Gabriella, can you handle that part of the room? Gabriella?
Hold on. Okay, so that rumbling sound's coming from the game itself, not from anywhere in here.
Yeah, sure.
Very good. As for those boxes over there, Holly, kindly stack them onto the side.
Sure thing.
There's all sorts of old documents here. March 24, 1976. Fortunate to hear witness to the workings of a living saint. As such, I have decided to compile my experiences here. Hopefully one day my words can serve as proof that we were witness to something special here. I had a talk with Mother Idola this morning. She was doing her usual rounds. As I stepped foot into the cloister, I felt a gentle breeze upon me. I noticed too the flowers blooming in such vibrant colors. It's amazing how with such minimal care, nature itself seems to blossom while I'm in her presence. As I reported in the status of the young girls, as I reported on the status of the young girls under my care, she asked me what I thought it was we were doing. Oh shit! I didn't think it would be the whole thing on down here. 76. That's ages ago. It's not good to snoop around like this, but yeah, just a quick peek. Okay, what are we doing here? Training young girls to become proper children of God, I said. You speak of a single brick, but I envision a monument, she says, smiling. This place shall become heaven on earth, a place where even death itself would lose all meaning. Though our bodies are frail, our prayers and our teachings will live on in these sacred hallways. When I asked her how this would be possible, she merely smiled and said, God shall make it so. I am so fortunate to be alive in this wondrous time.
I wonder if...
What are you looking at?
Oh, I just found some old papers.
Let me see. Oh, I almost forgot about these. I compiled them myself, you know, all those years ago. Pass me that stack over there, will you? I will take these back to my study. They will be helpful in the coming days. Please continue cleaning the room. And Holly, these documents are convent property, and as such, it is ill manners to go looking through them without permission. I may not always be watching, but God always knows.
Yes, sorry. I'll remember that.
See to it that you do.
I wonder what else was written here. Sounded interesting.
So, we gotta talk about what just happened?
Yeah. What do you think happened?
You know how in movies, the kids tell the adults they've seen a ghost or something, and then no one believes them? I kind of wish that happened. Because now, well, I don't know what exactly is going through her head, but this is all just wrong. To be honest, I'd rather pretend it was all just a bad dream. It's easier to just forget, you know?
But that's the thing about bad dreams. They don't just go away after one night's rest.
Yeah. It's all so strange.
I don't like any of these answers. No, it isn't. Not at all.
Maybe strange isn't always a bad thing.
Are you serious?
Okay, hear me out. Just think about it. What we saw last night was something scary, but it was also something different.
Something special. She's not getting it. How do I put this into words? I'll go with that one.
Like an adventure. The kind that Kylie Taylor goes on all the time. Maybe we've actually found ourselves in one.
It's a very optimistic way of looking at all this.
And I mean, it's not like we were hurt or anything.
I don't believe this.
I'm just saying. What about you? Have you ever seen anything like it before?
No. And if I had it my way, I'd never want to see anything like it again.
But just think about it. You mentioned movies. Maybe it's just like that.
Or like in a book, or any sort, or for that matter.
The heroes find something mysterious, something they can't explain, and then they work together to find out what it is. Like it or not, that's kind of the situation we're in.
The movies I was thinking of were the ones where people die. You know, horror movies. Newsflash, Holly. The world isn't some fairy tale.
But
I mean, it could be.
Jesus!
Where?
You just believe anything they want you to, don't you?
no, it's not like that. I'm just saying.
Did you hear her back there? All this talk of miracles and angels and demons.
Well, I'm not saying she's right, but who knows? Maybe she's onto something. If there's anyone who might have an idea, it's her.
Adira is an old woman who believes in a lot of things. And the last thing she needs right now is someone encouraging her. Ugh! I can't do this! It's bad enough that I'm spending my summer stuck here, but now... this! I did not sign up for this. And why'd you even come here last night? Are you just trying to scare me? Is that it?
No! It wasn't like that!
Well, congrats! You succeeded.
Oops. Here we go again. I can't believe this. Okay, deep breaths, Holly. Calm down. Fighting isn't going to solve anything.
Look, let's just calm down. I'm really sorry if I made you mad.
Please, you apologize all the time, and you never mean it.
She's not listening. Just calm down, Holly. Calm down and tell her what you're thinking. Is that so hard? You've already seen Ghost after that. This doesn't seem so scary.
Maybe you're right. I do say sorry a lot, don't I? So I'll stop that. You don't like me. I get it. And that's fine. I honestly don't like myself that much either. It must be nice. Nice to be able to look people in the eyes and talk back and sneak things in and get into all sorts of fights like it's nothing. But that's the thing. I can't be like you. But I'm not the source of your problems here, okay? Whatever you did to land yourself here, that's on you.
Damn, Holly.
It's not my fault you got caught going to your wild parties where you do drugs and make out with boys or whatever.
There, I said it.
Is that why you think I'm here?
Well,
First off, even if I did do all those things, there ain't anything wrong with that. But I never snuck out to any wild parties, never did drugs, and I never made out with boys. It was a sleepover. I confessed. She didn't feel the same way. The look on her face, I'll never forget it. Next thing I know, I'm the talk of the school. Rumors everywhere. And of course, they reach my mom. That's it, okay? And if you still think that somehow that's all my fault, I've got nothing more to say to you.
I'm really sorry. That does suck.
That's just like them, isn't it? Another one of their rules, their beliefs that hurt people. That hurt us.
That's the thing. My family, we weren't born into the faith. When my dad passed away, Mama I guess she just needed something, anything, to fill the void. And then, well, it started with a friend. She told her about the lovely and supportive community they had. And I suppose they told her the exact type of stories she wanted to hear. And so, just like that, I was enrolled in a new school. New traditions, new community. Ended up working out really well for her, but not for me. I used to be Gabby to her. Now, I'm just Gabriella. So forgive me for being a bit skeptical when it comes to people like you. And Adira? Oh, I know her type. Someone like me's never gonna get in her good graces.
People like that, they can be pretty stubborn.
That's putting it lightly. Come on, she's had me pegged from the moment I got here. So, I made up my mind as soon as I stepped foot at this oh-so-holy convent. I'll just give her exactly what she's expecting. Best to just show them what they want to see early on. Spare them the disappointment.
You're not wrong. The fall's real bad when people don't see it coming.
Is that what happened to you?
That's not... I'd rather not talk about it.
You know what? Whatever. It's getting real stuffy in here. I'm gonna take a break.
Wait!
There you go again, Holly.
It's always like this.
So, what's it gonna be, Holly? You're just gonna stand here with your mouth shut like you always do? Damn it. Oh, she just dropped a mop, I assume. It's cold. It's funny. This seems to be one place where I can breathe easy. There she is.
Hey.
Hey. I think I'm leaving.
How are you gonna do that?
I'll sneak out. Preferably before nightfall.
It's a long way to the nearest town. Are you just gonna walk? I don't think that's very safe.
Well, who knows? Once I get to the roads, maybe I can hitchhike or something.
That still doesn't sound very safe.
Glad to see that you're suddenly concerned for me.
Look, I'm sorry. God, you're right. I really should stop saying that. Back at home, my mom would always take us to these church meetups. We'd have to smile a lot, engage in their small talk, make sure every little thing we said was something they just loved to hear. There'd be hell to pay if we ever got anything wrong. I guess old habits die hard.
We?
Oh, yeah. My sister. We'd read the Kylie Taylor books together. Mom would kill us if she ever found out, so we had to do it while everyone else was asleep. We'd come up with all these scenarios. Finding a secret door that would take us to other worlds. Waking up one day to find out we had magic powers. And I know, it may all seem like silly fairy tales to you, but it was fun. It made things easier. I guess we both just wanted so badly to be part of something special. Something different.
I see. Your sister... she didn't join you here?
She's not here anymore.
I'm sorry. Do you want to talk about it?
Do I? Yes, tell the truth, because I want to hear this. What happened to your sister?
Maybe I should. Where do I even start?
Hey, take your time.
I kept it up for a long time, you know. Was all smiles and nods at her funeral. But even then, I could feel everyone's stares. I could hear what they were whispering about her. About me. And then, just a few months after, nothing. We moved out her stuff, put it in little boxes, and just packed it all away. We would eat our meals as a family of 3. They would continue to go to their parties and religious meetups. I even started to forget what her name sounded like. I couldn't stand it. I had a pretty bad breakdown after that. Stopped going to school. Stopped going to church. Even stopped eating for a while.
Wow. I don't think I've ever told anyone that before.
It's the silence, isn't it? Digs deep. Worse than any noise. Do you feel like screaming just so anyone, notices?
Yeah.
Just the right size. Let's do it again. Yes. Yes, it would.
Mind if I join you?
There's plenty of stones to go around. I hate it. Having to follow all these rules. Every goddamn day! Every time we spoke out of line. Every time we messed up. Till I got everything right! Till I learned how to never mess up!
Goes without saying, especially if you've seen any of her acting in Chainsaw Man. This voice actress is fucking phenomenal.
What the? That looks bad.
Oh no.
What was that sound? Oh! No! No, 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 no! Crown glass! Oh! She modelled it after the Saint Chapelle. The light it cast in the morning. Years of history. Sacred history. All gone. Just when we were in the middle of fixing things. Preparing for... You!
Of course, she blames her first.
Corinthians!
What?
Do you not know that our bodies are temples?
What does that have to do with breaking glass on a fucking church window?
And this temple was her body!
Okay. That's not how that works, I don't think.
It wasn't... It was an accident.
You butchered my home!
Stop! Just stop it!
Just tell her. For once in your life, just take the blame that you deserve. Come on, Holly. I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it.
I did it. It was me.
First step. Here it comes, Holly.
I have been so kind to you. To both of you. And this is what you do to me!
Shit.
Hey!
It's fine, Gabriella.
What thought, what force seized you to assault the house of God?
She didn't mean to. We were just playing a game, and I guess Holly ended up throwing the stone a bit too hard. That's all.
A game? So this is the work of your idle hands, then? In that case, I'll be sure to... No, no. That will not do. Violence is never the answer.
You just slapped somebody.
Oh, Lord, give me the strength to see clearly. Let's take a step back now, shall we? Even if there was no malice in your actions, that doesn't fix the damage you've caused. I shall be telling your parents about this.
You don't have to go that far. She already said...
That matter is final, Gabriella. After all, who else will I charge for the damages? Next, the both of you will pick up every last bit of glass from the floor. Am I clear?
Yes.
Fine.
She's going to tell Mom. She's definitely not going to like that. Another thing to look forward to when I get back home.
Well, that's a mess.
Yeah.
Let's pick up the bigger pieces first. Then sweep the smaller ones later.
Sure. Hey, thanks for covering for me. You didn't need to do that.
Look, what you did. Really stupid. Jeez. Watch your aim next time. On the other hand, it was kind of a relief to see you let loose like that.
Guess you were right about throwing stones after all.
Feeling of breaking something, anything. All it cost was a slap in the face and an afternoon of cleaning up the mess. Sorry. I'd do it again. After all, there are worse things. No, stop that, Holly. Why am I even thinking like that? This is what's gotten into me.
Oh. That doesn't look good.
What's wrong?
She's not gonna like this. That stone must have hit this as well.
I don't see any obvious problem with it at the moment. The Last Supper, Leonardo da Vinci, Renaissance, late 1490s. I didn't realize I threw it that hard.
Well, it's just a small tear.
Oh, now I see
She probably
it.
won't notice.
Yeah, I hope so. I really hope she doesn't. I feel like I'm in enough trouble already.
Can I ask you something? Does your family have one of these?
Actually, we do.
Hung up in the dining room?
How did you...
My mom did the same thing. Here it's a pretty popular practice.
I've never heard of that.
I suppose they do it so he can bless our meals. Make sure everything's peaceful and all that.
But it never is it?
I mean, the Last Supper was about Jesus pointing out that someone would betray him, so that wasn't exactly a peaceful meal now, was it?
No. Not with the shouting matches me and my mom would get into. Trust me, the painting in my house has seen a lot of drama.
Same here.
Liana would always get into fights with Mom while we were eating. Things as simple as "how was your day" would interrupt into full-blown arguments.
Well, I guess it kinda makes sense.
What are you on about?
Well, that painting. It's the moment when he announced that one of their number would betray him, right? That's why everyone's whispering to each other. So, in a way, the picture is the very definition of drama.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, would you look at that? That's a nice little fact I can bring up next time my mom plays the "You're fighting in front of Jesus" card.
They do always say that, don't they? As if a simple painting could suddenly fix all their problems.
Yeah. Whenever those arguments broke out, did they ever hit you?
Well, when I was younger. But after a while, I learned. Why are you asking?
I'm no stranger to it. Get hit a few times and you start getting numb, and after a while, it's less about the pain and more about worrying that it's coming. When Adira was talking to you back there, your hands, they were shaking.
Huh? It was that obvious? I guess old habits do die hard.
Though, it kind of felt good. Looking someone in the eyes and taking the hit. It's been a while since that happened.
Hey, about you leaving. If there's anything I can do to help, maybe keep watch. I can even distract Adira if you want.
Actually, I was thinking that I might not have thought that plan through.
What do you mean?
Well, it's like what you said. Lots of things can go wrong. And if I finally do get home, I'd still have to come up with some excuse for my mom as to why I'm home early. And maybe... Look, I know we don't exactly see eye to eye. We're all stuck in the same boat here. And it wouldn't be right to just leave you here all alone.
Oh.
You don't have to stay here because of me.
Not just because of you.
Is that how we're writing cuz now?
It's like I said, lots of things can go wrong. So just shut up about it, okay?
All right. And, thanks, Gabriella.
Gabby.
Thanks, Gabby. Oh, would you look at that? We're almost done.
Nice. Let me throw this in the trash.
Okay, I'll finish up here.
Did she not want to try to... Well, I don't know how you would... I'm not sure if repairing glasses... I don't know how that works. It's been a while since I talked to someone like that. She's actually kind of cool. Huh? What was that? Ouch.
Holly! You hurt your hand.
Huh?
Ow.
Okay, don't panic. We need something to stop the bleeding. Damn it! Where the hell do they even keep things here? We need to bandage that up. I'll go find some...
That won't be necessary. Let me see that cut. You should be more careful. Come with me. I'll patch you up.
Wait. Holly, are you sure?
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Really.
Concern yourself with cleaning up. You should have been more careful. Why use your bare hands? We have gloves for this sort of thing. Over at the table, second drawer to the right.
You could have told us that earlier.
Would have been nice to know that earlier.
Exactly. Gabby, you and me get along.